Hey, it's Bob, and I'm here to show you how I created an inline list of badges that users can be awarded and then displayed nicely like you see here on the right-hand side. And so here you have the badge name, the badge description, and the badge image. And now all you have to do is create a relation between the badges earned and that badge. And how I did this was I went to my users tab here. Here's some sample data that I received from another Glide user with the name, school, total number of badges used. These can all be, different formulas that you use to calculate all of this. And then what you do is you create an array formula, or sorry, you create an array column in Glide based on this particular syntax in your Google Sheet. So you can do this with different images and this and that. What you do is you create the type of item that it is, and then you add a numeral to it, and then you just add subsequent numerals along the way. So here I have badge 1, badge 2, badge 3, and so forth. If you want to, in your Google Sheets, you can always add a comment, right, or insert a note for yourself as reference as to what this is in case you haven't filled out the data yet, right? So here I can comment that this should be, Google Docs. And then that way I can remember what this is, right? Or add a note to it, right? Insert a note that this should be Google Sheets, because Glide wants this syntax, right? All right, so then instead of putting an X in these to keep track of your count, what you can do now is put the name of the badge in those cells as well, because this is now going to reference the same name as the badge name in your previous sheet. All right, when you set it up like this, what Glide does is automatically create an array column with this information. So it allows you to take a whole matrix of information, a whole array, and condense it to one single column. And what that looks like in Glide here, if I go to my data column, is you see here that this is the same users sheet, but I don't see badge 1, badge 2, badge 3, and badge 4 columns. Instead, I just see this one badge column of my information here. And so now what I can do is I can create a relation between this information here and the name of my badge here. And so what I did was I created a new relation where I said, yes, the badge column here is related to my badges sheet badge name. And it's matching multiple, right? So because I have multiple items here. And so then it pulls that same information. It looks identical, but really this is now the information on my badges sheet. And then lastly, you just create a lookup column, right? I'm creating a lookup column where I'm pulling the badge image URL from that relation. So I'm using this relation, right? And I'm pulling the badge image column. So now I have here, the 1, and in this one I should have 3 URLs because I have 3 badges and so forth. All right. Now to display this, you can display this in any way you want, really, but I find it looks kind of pretty to be in the kind of tile format. So what I did is instead of using the basic text like this one user used, you create an inline list, and this inline list I have separated it as tiles. And then you can include information such as, right here I just have the image, right? But I can do maybe the badge name underneath it as well. I can do the badge details to it as well, right? I can add, make it look however you want. Right, and then if they click on it, it will relate back to that badge information, kind of completing the circle. And this is a really nice way to display a list of badges that a student or a teacher has earned. I'm planning on using this in my app. So thank you to the Glide user who referenced this sheet and for giving me the challenge to complete this. Hope you enjoyed watching this and hope you learned something. As always, thanks for watching.